Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Alright, so let me just explain what you just saw here. Long story short, I had to sleep in my car the night before this market, and I am not doing well, as you can see from my face right here. And the fact that my tire was flat when I woke up was just the icing on the cake, truthfully. But anyway, like I said, let me explain. So this market was, I think, on October 22nd. My friend had gotten engaged in July, and they were planning this elaborate wedding, and they were going to do all this stuff, and it was supposed to be set for like spring of 2024. Well, out of nowhere, she hit me up and was like, hey, what are you doing October 21st? And I was like, well, I have a market the next day. Like, it's probably one of my biggest markets this fall, but like, what's up? And she's like, well, me and Nate decided, Nate is her like now husband, we decided that we were not going to do a super big wedding. We were just going to do something small and intimate because this is really stressing us out. So we just want to go ahead and get married, and we chose October 21st. Can you make it? And I was like, well, I have this huge market the next day, but I'll see, what I can make work. Just let me know what time it is so I can like figure out my flights. And so she let me know the wedding was going to start at 6. And I was like, okay, a night wedding, perfect. Well, either I can fly in early Sunday, or I can fly back and leave the wedding early Saturday night. So I went to the wedding at 6. My flight was at 9:45. So I stayed till about 8 o'clock at the wedding. I did my best to stay as long as I could. I got to see them actually get married. I got to watch them dance, and I got to do their first dance. I got to eat with them and everything. So I got to enjoy it a little bit, and then I had to fly back, obviously, which flying back was super nice. I had my own row seats. The plane was pretty empty, but when I landed in Atlanta, and this market is technically in Kennesaw, which is like 30 or so minutes outside of Atlanta. So I booked my hotel in Kennesaw. So I landed, really late, because Atlanta is like an hour ahead of Houston. So I think I landed around midnight, and then by the time I got to Kennesaw, it was like 1 a.m. Well, I thought I booked a hotel online with Marriott, but when I got to the Marriott in Kennesaw, they're like, hey, so we don't actually have any rooms available. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, can we refund me? And we went through the whole process, got me refunded, and then I tried a couple other hotels in the area, but I guess they had some kind of baseball game or something going on. I don't know, but all the hotels were booked, so I ended up just kicking it old school, and I slept in my car, luckily. I wore a sweatshirt on the plane. I had my sign with me so I could kind of block out any sunlight, and so nobody would see me sleeping in my car. And I had my stuffed animal with me, so I had a little bit of a pillow, and I'm small, luckily, so it wasn't that big of a deal for me to kind of spread out in my front seat, because obviously my back seat was completely full. But this is just not what I obviously had in my game card, my bingo card for this event. But we made it work. I had a pretty good event. I can't be too upset with it. It ended up being a really pretty day. I love getting to hang out with my friends, obviously. I saw a lot of really cool outfits, which is honestly one of my favorite parts about doing markets, because of the fashion, and it just really inspires me. So when I take these clips of people's like outfits and stuff, I really just take it as like inspiration, because I just love it. I feel like that's the best way to get inspiration for your own personal style, is kind of just seeing what other people are wearing in the wild and taking bits and pieces that you are a fan of. I'm not a big fan of Pinterest, because I feel like that's how everyone ends up looking the same. But anyway, Ecology is one of my favorite markets to do. It's just always a good time, good vibes, always a great turnout. Here's my friend stealing my tripod to look at himself and to make outfit pics. Boys are so funny. They refuse to get one for themselves, but they will steal yours in a heartbeat. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty good day, a very long day. I was exhausted. Getting packed up took me forever, because I was just like not feeling it by then. And then obviously I had to drive home after this. But overall, really good day. I love seeing everyone. I got recognized by quite a few people, which was also really cool. I'm still, getting used to that, but yeah, it was quite the adventure. This was the things I do for my friends, I swear. If you love them, you'll make time for them. Let me just say that. I'll see you guys in the recap, though. I think I'm done talking. All right, party people, let's get into it. It's time for the numbers, the part that everyone loves to see. So I sold a total of 72 items. Not bad. Last time I sold like over 100, but last time I was also in the very front. I'm talking about like, this is the entrance right here, and I was like right here. Like, I was like 10 feet from the entrance. This time I was all the way in the back, and there was not as much traffic in the back, obviously, as there was in the front. So I only sold 72 items. Not bad. I'm not complaining by any means. I just, once you do well, you just want to continue to try and beat yourself every single time. And obviously that's not realistic, but like, that's always the goal, is to like get better every single time. But anyway, I sold 72 items. That made a total of $1,816, so $1,816. I had $85 vendor fee and $60 to fill up my tank, so that left me with $145 in total fees for this market. Not bad at all. That's actually pretty low. And so 1816 minus the 145 left me with a total of $1,671 from this market. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That covers my rent and it covers my car note. So can I really be mad I did all that in one day? No. Still a little salty that I was in the back, but it's always a great time seeing my friends. I met a lot of people that have been starting to either follow me on like my TikTok, or they like subscribed, which was so cool. I love talking to you guys. I'm always a little bit awkward at the beginning, because I'm like, oh my god, like I feel like I'm not that big, but like, all things considered, if I was in a room and I had all 1,300 of my like I was saying, I got it. But like, there's 1,300 of you guys, right? I think I'm not like, doing anything. I don't have a lot of numbers, because like, compared to some people who have like millions, like 1,000 is nothing. Not that I don't appreciate you guys, but like, I don't consider myself like a YouTuber or anything crazy. But like, if you just sit there and imagine, like, I'm sitting in my room and I'm talking to you guys, but like, to imagine 1,300 people in here right now watching me and I'm talking to them in person, I would be mortified. Like, that's so many people. I would be so incredibly nervous. So honestly, like, 1,300 people is a lot, and so the fact that like people recognize me is so crazy, and I love it. But it's just always, it's still something I'm getting, kind of used to. So if you guys do see me and you come to my markets, please do say hi. A lot of you do, and I love that. And you tell me that you either are following me on one of my social media platforms, or you're subscribed, and it really does make my heart so happy, because I'm like, wow, my videos actually are reaching people, and I think that's the coolest thing. And you guys have all been so incredibly nice when I've met you, so love that. But yeah, I can't wait till the next one in the spring. Hopefully they give me a better spot, because I'm not gonna lie, also being next to that stage, it was so loud. I could barely hear myself think. It was a little hard to talk to people just because it was so loud, but no complaints here. Anytime I'm making rent and my car note in one day, it's a great day. And everything else I make like online and like at my job, it's just like fun money, and who doesn't love that? So I'm very happy overall with Ecology. Per usual, they are the sweetest people. They always throw a great event. It's always super organized, and the people, they come out, they show up and show out, and I love that. So until next time for Ecology, let me know something down below. Tell me a fun fact. I don't know, like, just comment something. I want to talk to you guys in the comments. I'm starting to get more and more people, and I need to meet more of you, so let's chat it up in the comments. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. We do a lot of thrifting, estate sales. I'm trying to do more styling, keep me accountable on that, styling, and then obviously little vlogs of me going to markets, just so you guys can kind of see the ins and outs on the back end of being a vintage seller, especially one that doesn't do this full time. This is definitely her little fun project, but she gives full-time effort too, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm definitely putting in a lot of hours. I have a 9-5 and a 5-9, and then I take naps in between. But anyway, it's a fun time over here. Subscribe if you aren't already. Everybody else, you already know. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.